Are open houses necessary when you're trying to sell your house? I thought that would be a great topic for this video because yesterday or last night, Cindy and I had the opportunity to meet with a couple who need to sell their riverfront luxury property here in the Northeast Florida area. Now, Mr. Seller happens to be a licensed Florida real estate broker. And he actually tried to sell this house on his own, but he does real estate part-time, and he realized after about 6 months on the market, he needed some marketing. So he called Cindy and I in to talk to him and his wife about what we do to get our listing sold. Now, during the conversation, one of the questions Mrs. Seller had was, do we do open houses? Before I could even answer her question, her husband piped in and said, those are such a waste of time. That got me thinking, are open houses, when you're selling a house, really a waste of time? And really, they are not always a waste of time. It really kind of depends on what type of a market we're in. You know, there was a couple years ago, or the last couple of years, when mortgage interest rates were so low and inventory was so low, buyers were just walking all over each other trying to get in to buy houses. They were paying more than asking price. They were waiving appraisal contingencies, waiving inspection contingencies, and whatever else they could do to get creative to win these bids. There were bidding wars going on just about every house that was listed and put into the MLS, and they would sell within a couple hours to maybe as long as a day. So at that type of a market, yeah, open houses might be beneficial. But in a normalized market or a down market, and I wouldn't say we're in a down market, it's still a good market for sellers and buyers right now, but we're in a correction and interest rates are high, so buyer demand is down. I don't think that open houses in this type of market are beneficial. Now, I want to let you know that I've been in the real estate business for going on 22 years. Cindy joined me. She's been in the business about 17 years. There was a period of time where we did open houses on all of our listings. I mean, we went all out with those things. We advertised them on social media, Google pay-per-click ads. We put signs out. We knocked doors and told people about our open houses. We did that for a long time. Many years we did that. And I look back and I can't think of one house that we sold as a result of the open house. I'll tell you what I think. Years and years and years ago, long before I got in the business, I think real estate brokers, the ones that own the real estate companies and had agents underneath them, came up with this idea of open houses, telling agents that if you do open houses, you may sell that house, but they know that the reason that they wanted to do that is because they wanted agents to have a way to get leads. What better way than to open up the doors to a house and just let people come in and then you try and convert them to a lead, whether it's buying or selling, because a lot of times sellers in the neighborhood or property owners in the neighborhood will come look at that house just for the purpose to see where theirs may be priced or what the value might be on their house. And there's also a lot of buyers that will come through open houses that are looking for a house, but that particular house that you're holding open doesn't fit their needs. So the agent, a good agent, experienced agent, knows how to convert those into buyer leads and seller leads when the time comes. So really, I think open houses really mostly benefit the agents holding the open house more than it benefits the seller. Now, I will tell you, like I said, in a hot market like we experienced the last few years, yeah, open houses, you probably sold a lot of them because buyers were going to come in there anyway. You just happened to make it convenient. They came in, they wrote an offer with their agent or with the agent holding the house open. So I think right now in the market we're in where buyer demand is down because interest rates are so high and affordability is just through the roof, I don't think open houses are a good thing. You also got to realize that if your house is in a price range like $1.5 million to $2 million, like this particular house, open houses aren't going to be beneficial. For one, the majority of the people that are going to come to that open house, they cannot buy that house. They're not financially qualified to buy that house. And a lot of people are just coming in to look because they want to see this beautiful luxury home. So I don't think in that price range an open house is good. And also typically you got to think buyers in that price range are typically going to make an appointment with an agent to see that house. They're busy people. They're just going to make an appointment to see the house. So if done properly and listed with the right agent, your house is open for showings 24/7. And all the buyer has to do if they're interested is call the agent that's listed the property or call the agent that they're working with, and they can get them in that house. So it's kind of, if you want to do open houses to get leads, you're an agent, maybe that's what you want to do it. As a seller, if you're selling your own home, I don't think it's a good way, because for one thing, you don't know who's coming through that house. You're opening it up to the public, and most of the people, like I said, may not qualify to buy that house, and maybe they're not really even in the market to buy a house. They just want to come and look. They're just being nosy. So that's my thoughts on open houses. If you have done open houses, whether you sold your house on your own or you're an agent watching this video, let me know if they've worked out well for you. Have you sold the house that you had from an open house? I'd like to know. My name is Mike Jones, Jacksonville's Voice of Real Estate. Thank you for watching.